How's everyone doing? My name's Colin Keating, and a little about myself. I did my undergrad at Providence College, and my favorite shows are Survivor and How I Met Your Mother. And even though I played college lacrosse, my favorite sport is golf. And also, unfortunately for me, I am a Knicks fan. So, chapter 2, we all looked at it and we were able to see that there was a bias in the 1969 draft for the Vietnam War. So, what that meant was the birthdays weren't mixed well enough, resulting in people with birthdays in the later part of the year were more likely to get selected. And why is that a problem? It's a problem because if there was going to be a draft today, you would want to make sure that your probability of getting selected was the same as everyone else. You don't want your probability of getting selected to be greater because that just means you're more likely to get selected. And for someone with a November birthday, I would have 100% been drafted in 1969. So with the data, I just wanted to make sure that I was getting the same values as the guy from chapter 2. And that led me to thinking what I wanted to test for this chapter. And what I tested was the average of every day of the year. So what I mean by is, so for the first, I took all the values of the first of the month. So January 1st, February 1st, March 1st, so on and so on from both 1969 and 1970. And I wanted to compare it to the second, third, so January 2nd, January 3rd, February 2nd, March 2nd, so on and so on. And through this data, I was able to graph it, and you can see that there's some variation in the specific days of the month, but relatively, they're all pretty close to that 183.5 expected average value. So yes, you have the variations, but I don't really see a correlation between the specific day of the month and your likelihood of getting drafted. So that's kind of what I had to present, and it was also helpful. Unfortunately, I procrastinated a little over the weekend to submit this video, but it was good because I was able to see Brianna's numbers, and fortunately for me, I got the same values as her, so it was good to know that I did it correctly. But I just won't procrastinate over the weekend on posting my videos anymore. But thank you, and yeah.